PGTRB subject chemistry. Important questions of analytical chemistry. First question. The mean of the values 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11 is option A. Option B 7. The value which separates the higher half from the lower half in a data set is option B median. The square root of variance is known as option B standard deviation. Which of the following measures is not affected by extreme values? Option B median. Which of these best measures the separate of data set? Option C standard deviation. A measure of how close a measurement is to the true value is known as, answer is option B accuracy. The number of significant figures in 0.004530 is option A 3. The bell-shaped curve associated with measurement errors is known as option B Gaussian distribution. The null hypothesis implies option B no significant difference exists. A confidence interval gives option B range of possible values. Students' t-test is used to option A compare two means. F-test is used to compare option C variance. Which of the following is a method of rejecting suspect data points? Option A Q-test. Relative error is calculated by option A absolute error by true value. If a data set has a high precision but low accuracy, this means option B data is close to each other but far from true value. Covariance between two variables indicates option C both direction and magnitude. The correlation coefficient ranges from option A -1 to 1. Linear regression is used to option B calculate slope and intercept. The line of best fit is used in option B regression analysis. Which test is used to find whether the means of two samples are significantly different? Option C students' t-test. Which of the following errors arises due to imperfections in instruments? Option C systematic error. Which test assumes that the data is normally distributed? Option D all of the above. The formula for standard deviation for a population is option A. In a normal distribution, approximately what percentage of data lies within plus or minus 1 standard deviation from the mean? Option B 68%. Which of the following statements is true for precision? Option C it refers to reproducibility of results. The formula for relative error is option C absolute error by true value into 100. The significant figures in 0.07080 are Answer is option B, 4. The accuracy of a method is determined by option B, spike recovery. A result is considered an outlier if. Answer is option C. It deviates significantly from other values. The most appropriate test to determine whether to reject a suspected outlier is. Answer is option C, Q test. Random errors are caused by option B, environmental disturbance. What is the main use of correlation coefficient? Option B, to find how strongly two variables are related. If the correlation coefficient are equal to 0, it indicates option C, no correlation. If the slope of a regression line is 0, it means option C, no relationship between variables. A hypothesis test that helps determine whether differences between groups are significant is option D, hypothesis testing. The area under a Gaussian curve represents option C, probability. Which of these would you use to test the equality to two variances? Option C, F test. The term confidence level is related to option C, interval estimation. The percentage confidence level for a 0.05 significance level is option A, 95%. Which of the following is not a type of error? Option C, procedural error. The probability that the true value lies within the confidence interval is option C, confidence level. The term skewness in statistics refers to asymmetry in distribution. Which of the following does not improve accuracy? Option D, random error control. The error that cannot be reduced by repetition is option C, systematic error. The mathematical equation of a straight line used in linear regression is option B, y equal to mx plus c. When plotting a calibration curve, which axis is used for known concentration? Option B, x-axis. In a linear regression equation, the slope represents option C, rate of change. A lower standard deviation indicates option B, higher precision. Data with more than one peak in the frequency distribution is called option C, multimodal. Which of these is used to express error as a function of magnitude? Option C, relative error. Sampling is primarily done to option C, estimate characteristics of a population. Which of the following is the correct principle of sampling? Option B, sample must represent the entire population. The term gross sampling refers to option C, preliminary sampling step in bulk materials. Which sampling method is best for gases? Option D, flow sampling. A major Pitfall is sampling is option C, not mixing or homogeneizing the sample.